All right, this video we got a tool from Lyle, Mayhew, and Toolret. I guess that's how you say it. So let's get into it. All right, since it's already open, let's see. I don't know if you've seen it in one of the other videos or whatever. The big box over there, the long box. This was in it. It's a 31-inch pry bar from Mayhew Dominator. I think that's what it says, yeah. Let's see, the sticker's trying to come off. Made in the USA, that's why I got it. There's the part number and all on it. But now I have to say, I wasn't expecting the metal to be so small because I had a 36-inch. This is a 31-inch. I had a 36-inch one from Snap-on. Of course, it was curved, and this one's straight. But the metal on it was a lot bigger. I gave it to my son, so I figured I'd get me another one, and I figured 31 inches, 36 inches, that's close enough, right? Well, I think the 36 inches on that one, the Snap-on one, is from the handle down to the end. This is 36 inches overall. I should have read that a little closer and got one a little longer if they got one longer, because just the metal from here to the end is only 24 inches. So, yeah, there that is, right? All right. Next up, well, I might as well go ahead and show you the whole thing on it. Well, I pretty much already did, didn't I? Let's see. I guess I'll show you that again. Hopefully you can read that and that. It's a pretty good pry bar. It feels like it is anyway. It's a straight one, like I already said, not a curved one. I'm going to get the curved one next. Actually, I was going to get it when I got this one, but for some reason it wasn't available anymore on Amazon. And if you want to check out any of this stuff, go to my Amazon store, and the pry bar and the tool I'm going to show you from Lyle will be in hand tools. This other tool will be in the threading list. Hand tool list and threading list, drilling and threading list. Or if you go to my store, you'll have to go to whichever list you want to look at. Or I will also have direct links in the description directly to each one of these. So you just click on that and it'll take you right to it. I appreciate you using the links, helping me out. It don't cost you a dime. It don't even cost you a penny. But it does help me out a couple pennies, and I appreciate that. Anyway, let's get into the Lyle tool. I'll show you a picture of the back. It is the electrical disconnect pliers that everybody has been going crazy about. There's the part number 37960. Set it to the side. And this tool here is made in China. Of course, Mayhew's made in the USA. Let's see where the Lyle's made, if it even says. Let's see. It does not say. Anyway, I'll look again off camera and see if I can find that. Anyway, this is for setting riv nuts. I don't have a piece of metal with a hole drilled in it to show you how they work, but I can show you how it shrinks the riv nut down, because it came with some riv nuts. I've got some, if it didn't, but it did come with some. So let's get these two packages open and get this pry bar moved out of the way and show you a little bit better, right? Okay, they had it covered up. I had to go digging. It was underneath the sticker says made in Vietnam, however you want to pronounce it. That's a new one, huh? Anyway, here's the tool. Let's see, let me show you this picture. You see these pictures? They're for gripping connectors that your big old fingers can't get into and push down hard enough to pull them off. This will get them off. Pretty awesome. I have a couple different styles of these, and they work all right. Now, the ones I showed you in one of them other videos when I think I showed it in a short. I probably showed it in the video and then did a short about it saying I didn't like it because the handles was real big and gummy and they come off real easy. Whenever you try to pull something, the handles will just come off. They're okay. You just take the handles off and don't use them, the handles. But the tool is, This is a good tool here. You know, all Lyle tools are good, no matter where they're made, I guess, right? You know, the weird thing is it don't say Lyle anywhere on this tool. So I guess they know it's theirs if they have a problem with it. I don't know if it's got a lifetime warranty or not. I mean, if you use this for what it's made for, how would you ever break it anyway? You'd tear up the electrical connector before you break this. It's pretty good. This is going to come in handy. Next up, what is that, toolette? I don't know. We have this riv nut setter. Of course, it has the protector stuff in it. Let's see, what is this, a book? Yep, that's a book. Tells you how to use it. In case you don't know how to use it. Come on now, easy. Let me get the camera over here and I'll show you all this stuff in the case. Okay, as you can see, all the different sizes. M5, 10, 24, M8, M10, M12, 3/8, 16, 5/16, 18, quarter 20. You know, 1024 and quarter 20 is not the same. And then there's the tool there. Let's see, is this thing zoomed in? Hold on, bear with me. Yeah, it was zoomed in, wasn't it? Light's on that thing. I wonder if that means it's going dead. The battery's going dead. Anyway, there's all the riv nuts it came with. At least it comes with a good enough storage space here to store some riv nuts. Them M12 is big, ain't they? So, let me get this set up and it has one in it too. So, okay. Let's get this out and show you. Now it has the M6 in it, installed in it already. And it's a ratchet kind. Of course, you got to have a riv nut on it. So let me get that set up and show you what that's all about. Okay, you're learning with me. I don't know if this is the right way or not. See it squishing? So it definitely is the right way. Now, obviously, I don't have a pointer, but obviously, if it was in a piece of metal, the metal would be in here, and this would be squishing, gripping the metal. That's pretty cool. And then, whatever how thick the metal is, this will stop. It'll get tight and stop. Pretty neat. And then when it does get tight and stop, you just flip it and then you can take it off. Of course, this will be in a piece of metal with whatever you got a hole in. You're not going to be able to turn that, especially if you're mounting lights or something on your truck. You can't turn your truck upside down, right? So you just turn this. Of course, the nut will stay still, the rib nut. You just turn this. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm trying to hold the rib nut still while I'm turning this. That's how you get it off the tool. That's pretty neat, huh? Of course, that wasted an M6 rib nut. Now we're going to do I think this is a 1024. Let's try it. So, how do you get this out? Do you just pull? Apparently you just pull. And then you hold this, and turn this out. It's got a place where you can put a wrench on it if you get it too tight where you can't turn it with your hand. Then you get the 1024 out. You just screw it in. I don't know why they have all these adjustments on here. According to what I've read, you're supposed to screw this all the way in. And then you just put this one in. You see how smaller it is, how much smaller. There you go. Put the rib nut on here. Screw it all the way down. All right, I got it going the right way now, I think. I'm not sure. Either way, it's pulling. You see it? Pretty cool. Although it feels like it's working backwards, but whatever. You'd think you'd go this way in to seat it, but I guess not. And I ain't gonna go no further than that. That's good enough. Old chest is starting to hurt a little bit from the, being split open. But anyway, so let's flip the lever, take it off. And of course, I'm just holding the rib nut and I'm turning this. So let's take it off. And there you go. That's pretty cool. And yeah, it wasted a 1024 rib nut, but it is what it is. Just had to show you, right? You had to see it. Anyway, this is pretty awesome. I have a big one that's kind of like a regular rivet gun that you squeeze. But sometimes, depending on how far you got to reach or whatever, squeezing ain't really all that easy. Not with these rib nuts, especially if you got a big one like the M12. So this should make it a lot easier. Now I am going to get the Astro pneumatic one. It's air operated. You just pull the trigger like the air rivet gun. They have a air rib nut gun or setter, whatever you want to call it, where all you do is pull the trigger and it pulls it in. So that's going to be awesome. I am going to get that, but I just don't know when. It's like right now I think it's over $200, but it's usually under like 180, 190, something like that. And of course it comes with some rib nuts too. But this one was only, I think, 55 or something. So this was more in my budget at the moment. So this is the one I got. So that's all I got for this video. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.